Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will start this drive with Ford. Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. And he is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Out of the gun, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They run with Ford. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Watson now to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Again, they turn to Ford. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hopkins' kick is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Ford. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerome Ford, 23 yards for the touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Dolphins 10.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 30 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. So that a very nice-looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Ready.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Solo left Zion.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth.
All right, let's go.
No sign of Tua departing. Fourth down, they're going for it.
Hey,
An audible here to get a new look.
20 TX.
Tua on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On first down, Ford. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 11. Here's Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Ford. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves. If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Ready.
Tua going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. Ford. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ford, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Watson. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Justin Hopkins to kick off for the Browns.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw caught by Achane. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Where they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Again, it's Achane. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They're right here. What?
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Let's go. Hey. Ready, set.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Browns drive about to get started. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Watson now throwing to start the drive. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Up the middle they go. Ford. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Sometimes with the running